Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope y'all having a good evening so far. What a difference a day makes when it turns to our temperature differential. We saw temperatures that were close to 50 degrees yesterday. 56 was a high temperature and mild yesterday. Today, we will struggle to get to 30 in some spots. And yes, cold air is going to continue to be in the area. This is thanks all to a cold front that passed through the area as we went through the overnight hours last night. Now, we do have one more cold day before we begin to see temperatures warm right back up once again on our Sunday. Now, don't keep in mind that we could see a little bit of snow as we go through your day on your Sunday, and that's due to another frontal boundary that's going to be passing through the area. I'll show you that in my future cast in just a moment. But we could see possible 60-degree temperatures, guys. 60 degrees. For this time of year, that is well above average. And, of course, we're going to be dealing with a roller coaster ride. So, yeah, roller coaster temperatures is a better word to say. I'll show you that a little bit later on in the forecast. High temperature in Alpena made it up to 32 degrees. So that's where we pretty much should be for this time of the year. 65 was the record high. That occurred back in 1984. In 2015, it was a record low of negative 17 degrees. Sunrise is at 7:21 a.m. Sunset is at 6:13 p.m. Days are getting longer. Keep in mind that our daylight savings times will be coming to the area in the next few weeks. So keep that in mind what time we'll be going forward. But look at these temperature differences here, guys. We're talking about 20 degrees colder than 24 hours ago, 25 degrees colder and mild, 22 in Onaway, 16 in Alpena, 10 in Tawas, but all these temperatures are much colder than what we saw yesterday at this time. Why? Because of our winds. Excuse me, our winds are coming out of the north, and they're coming out of the north at 10 to 15 miles an hour in some spots. Look at it, gusts as high as 23 miles an hour in Alpena. If you was outside in that, you felt that if you was walking or just going out in general just to stand, because it felt like it was a refrigerator out there in terms of our winds and in terms of our temperature. Look at how it feels outside. 5 degrees, that's how it feels right now, guys. 5 degrees. Feels like it's 6 in Onaway, 9 in Atlanta, 9 in Roger City, 14 it feels like right now in Tawas. It feels like 10 degrees in Oscoda. Very cold. Bundle up if you are going out. Tomorrow morning we're going to wake up to 12 degrees. With the winds, it's going to feel like single digits and sub-zero values. And then we're going to warm up to 33 degrees as we go through the afternoon hours. Still going to see our fair share of sunshine, but it's going to be cold outside, guys. And the temperature trend will tell us that we're going to begin to warm up as we go through your day on your Sunday into Monday. And look at Tuesday. We're talking about 61 degrees for a high temperature, 61 before Wednesday we drop off once again. We're going to start out warm on Wednesday. We're going to drop from there. So, yes, and we're going to have snow in the forecast. So I'll show you my 7-day forecast. So according to the temperature outlook, we're going to be above average, or at least the probability of seeing well above average temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. This is going to late next week to early in the following week. So yes, we're going to see above average temperatures pretty much for the next 6 to 10 days. But the biggest difference is why we're going to see it is our wind directions. Our winds are going to play a huge role in our temperatures. It's going to be coming out of south-southwest as we go through your Sunday and even into your Monday before we see wind directions shift back around to the northwest briefly, but then back around to the south. This is what's driving our temperatures and that warm air that's coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. So here it is. Here's the cold front that passed through early this morning. It's pretty much going to be well to our south as we go through this weekend to early next week. But we have another cold front that's going to pass through on our Sunday, and that's going to bring us some brief snow showers that's going to cut through the area, and then we're going to still pretty much warm up. We're going to warm up, surprisingly, from this cold front, and we're going to warm up into the 40s and 50s, even 60s as we go through the early part of next week. So tonight, we're going to see mostly clear skies. Cold, though. Low temperature is going to be about 12 in Roger City, 12 in Alpena, 13 in Oscoda, 14 in Tawas. With the winds out of the north at 5 to 15 miles an hour, it's going to feel like we're in the single digits and even sub-zero. So bundle up if you're going out. Not fun to be out here. Tomorrow, we're going to see the same thing, colder temperatures. High temperatures going to be around 31 degrees. Now, surprisingly, this is where we should be for this time of the year. But because we've been so well above average, we won't even be noticeable. 26 in Oscoda, 26 in Tawas, 29 in Rising City, 31 in Alpena and Atlanta. Winds out of west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour, making it feel like it's going to be in the 20s and teens. So this weekend, again, we're going to be back into the 30s for your Saturday, 47 for your Sunday, so that's going to begin our warming trend. 7-day forecast tells us this: 33 on Saturday, 47 on Sunday. And with that frontal boundary coming through, we could see some snow in the forecast, but it's going to be brief. You don't have to worry about any sort of accumulation with this. 42 on Monday, and then Tuesday, look at that, 61 degrees. If you like March and April-like temperatures around here, well, you're going to love Tuesday. But it's only going to be one day, because Wednesday we start out at 42 degrees. So that arrow indicates that we're going to be falling from that temperature from early in the morning. That's going to occur at midnight, and we're going to fall from there. Then we're going to only be at 36 for your Thursday. We warm up just a little bit on our Friday with highs in the upper 40s. But this has been WBKB meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a great weekend.